Okay, so have you heard about EstateX? It's this platform, it's like shaking up the whole real estate investing world with
Oh.
all this blockchain stuff and fractional ownership.
Hmm.
It's kind of crazy to think you could like own a piece of a Manhattan skyscraper
Right.
or like a villa in Bali for just a few $100.
Yeah, it's wild.
But before we like jump into all the, dream property stuff, let's break down how they're actually doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
So what exactly is it that makes EstateX so different?
I think the most intriguing thing is how they're blending traditional real estate with blockchain technology.
Okay, yeah,
It's not just about making real estate investing accessible.
right.
They're really trying to transform how we think about ownership itself.
Okay, I've heard this term democratizing real estate investing thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
But how does that actually work? Is it as simple as buying a digital token and boom, you're a property owner?
Well, it's definitely simpler than the old way of doing things.
Okay.
So essentially, EstateX divides properties into these digital tokens, and each token represents a fraction of ownership.
So like owning a share of a company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like buying a share of a company, but instead of a company, you're buying into a tangible asset.
So an actual building.
Yeah, a piece of that Manhattan high-rise or that Bali villa we were talking about.
Oh, wow.
And all this tokenized ownership is tracked and secured through blockchain.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're not just buying a digital asset then.
Right.
You're buying into an actual physical property.
Exactly. Bricks and mortar with the potential for rental income.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So instead of stock dividends, it's like beachfront condo dividends.
Exactly.
But how do they ensure these properties are actually worth investing in? I mean, not every apartment building is created equal, right?
That's where their vetting process comes in.
Okay,
They have a team that evaluates properties based on things like location, market trends,
right.
property condition, even the management team.
Wow, so they really do their research.
Yeah, they're not just listing any random property.
Ah,
The goal is to offer assets with strong potential for appreciation and rental income.
so they're like curating the properties for good investments.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's talk about this whole Lamborghini giveaway thing.
Yeah.
Giving away a luxury car to promote real estate. That's not your typical marketing tactic.
You're right. It definitely raised some eyebrows,
Yeah,
but it created a lot of buzz and got people talking about EstateX.
true. It definitely got people's attention.
It plays into that desire for luxury, but they've also balanced it with a more educational approach.
You're talking about that interactive mini game they launched.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of a clever way to sneak in some real estate knowledge
Right.
while people are chasing those virtual rewards.
It's gamifying the learning process.
That's smart.
They seem to understand that people learn better when it's engaging and fun.
Totally. Okay, so they've got the attention-grabbing stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
But what about credibility? How are they convincing people to actually trust them with their investments?
Well, one of their early moves was partnering with a co-founder of Tether.
Oh, wow. Tether the stablecoin.
Yeah, a major player in the crypto world.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it definitely adds credibility, especially in the world of crypto, which can be pretty volatile.
For sure. It shows they're serious about being a trustworthy platform.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about tech partnerships, right? They've also brought in some celebrities.
That's right. They've partnered with some big names in entertainment.
Wait, celebrities are investing in EstateX?
It seems so.
That's interesting. It makes you wonder what they see in it.
Yeah, it adds a layer of intrigue, for sure.
Definitely. And maybe a little bit of FOMO for potential investors?
Maybe. These endorsements bring a level of familiarity to an industry that can often feel really exclusive.
That's true. Real estate investing isn't exactly known for being accessible.
Right, and they've also been actively engaging with their community on social media.
Okay, so they're hitting all the right notes: credibility, excitement, community building.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things right.
But what about the actual platform itself? What kind of properties are we talking about here?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
So we know EstateX is picky about the properties they list, but what exactly are we talking about here? Like sprawling mansions, beachfront condos, or something else entirely?
They're aiming for variety to appeal to a lot of different investors. You'll find those luxury villas and city apartments. Yeah,
Of course.
but they're also branching out into commercial properties
Okay.
and even exploring agricultural land investments.
agricultural land. That's not something you hear every day.
It's an interesting move, right?
Yeah, it seems like they're thinking long term,
Definitely.
tapping into those trends like sustainable investing and food security.
Exactly.
But with so much diversification, how do they manage the risk of investing in such a wide range of assets?
That's a great question, and it's a major concern for any investor.
Right.
EstateX addresses this through a really thorough due diligence process.
Okay, so they don't just look at the property itself.
No, they analyze market trends, assess the management team,
Wow.
and even factor in things like regulatory environments and potential political risks.
Especially when dealing with emerging markets, I imagine.
Exactly.
Emerging markets. So we're talking about high risk, high reward, potentially.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
But their strategy is to identify markets with strong growth potential.
Okay, so places where real estate values are on the rise.
Right. It's about getting in early
Hmm.
and potentially benefiting from significant appreciation over time.
So it's more than just picking the hottest vacation spots.
It's about strategic investing.
Finding markets that are poised for economic growth.
Exactly.
That's a really different way of looking at real estate investing.
I think it speaks to the broader trend of blockchain technology intersecting with traditional industries.
So this is bigger than just real estate.
Much bigger. We're seeing it in finance supply chains,
Wow.
and now real estate is having its blockchain moment.
So EstateX is a part of this transformation of the real estate industry. But what does that actually look like for the average investor? What's the user experience like on the platform?
They've been focused on making it really user-friendly, even for people who are new to blockchain or real estate investing.
Okay, good, because it can be intimidating.
Right. They're always working on enhancing the interface.
Making it easy to use.
Exactly. Intuitive and easy to navigate.
And beyond just buying and selling, are there any other cool features in development?
They're exploring some really interesting possibilities with DeFi,
DeFi.
decentralized finance.
Oh, okay.
Imagine things like fractionalized mortgages or real estate-backed lending platforms.
All powered by blockchain.
Into it.
DeFi and real estate. That's a new one.
It's a space to watch, for sure.
Are they the only ones doing this?
They're definitely among the early adopters.
It sounds like this could really change how we finance and invest in real estate.
It has the potential to...
So they're forward-thinking, innovative, maybe even a little disruptive. But let's bring it back to our listener for a second. What does all this mean for someone who's intrigued by EstateX, but maybe a little hesitant to jump into this new world of real estate investing?
It's totally understandable to be hesitant with new technology and investment strategies.
Right, it can be a little scary.
But what EstateX offers is a way to participate in the real estate market without all the traditional barriers.
Okay, so you don't need a ton of money to get started.
Right.
And the platform is designed to be user-friendly.
Exactly.
So it's taking the mystery and exclusivity out of real estate investing.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
But of course, with any investment, there's always some risk.
Absolutely. No investment is entirely risk-free.
True.
That's why due diligence is so important.
So how does EstateX mitigate risk?
Through their vetting process and by providing a lot of educational resources to help investors make smart decisions.
It seems like that focus on education is really important to them.
Definitely. They're not just about the transactions.
They want to empower investors with knowledge.
Because informed investors make better decisions.
Exactly.
So they're making real estate investing more accessible, more transparent, and even a little fun.
It sounds like they're changing the game.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about the future, what's next for EstateX right now? What are their immediate plans? So we've talked about their portfolio and their plans for DeFi, but where are they going next? Are they sticking to specific regions or going global?
Well, from what I've seen, EstateX has global ambitions. They're not limiting themselves to any one country or region.
It makes sense with blockchain being so borderless.
Exactly. They see tokenized real estate as a global revolution.
That's a big vision.
Ah.
But let's talk about their marketing for a second. It's been hard to miss all the buzz they've created.
Yeah, their marketing is pretty impressive. It's like a mix of traditional and cutting-edge tactics.
I mean, the Lamborghini giveaway was definitely out there.
For sure. But they're also really good at leveraging influencers in social media. And they're tapping into all the excitement around blockchain and cryptocurrency.
Right. They're not just hyping things up, though.
Yeah, they're actually educating people about this stuff, too.
Exactly. They're using their platform to teach people about blockchain technology and tokenized real estate.
Who would have thought a real estate company would be leading the charge on blockchain education?
It shows they really get how the investment landscape is changing.
They know they need to offer innovative products, but also empower investors with knowledge.
Right. Informed investors make better decisions.
It's like they're building a community around this new way of investing in real estate.
It's more than just transactions.
It's about shared knowledge and a collective belief in the future of this technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. From their unique approach to property selection to their ambitious plans and their unconventional marketing and their focus on education, it's a lot to take in.
It is.
But what's the main takeaway for our listeners? What's the big picture when it comes to EstateX?
For me, it's that EstateX isn't afraid to challenge the status quo. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible in real estate.
And they're doing it in a way that's both innovative and accessible.
Exactly.
They're making real estate investing more democratic, more transparent, and, yeah, even a little more exciting.
It's pretty impressive how they've taken this complex industry and made it feel approachable, even for beginners.
They're not just building a platform, they're building a movement.
I think you're right.
And it's gaining momentum. They're attracting attention from celebrities, seasoned investors, and everyday people who are just curious about this new way of investing.
It really makes you wonder how this kind of innovation will change our relationship with property and wealth in the years to come.
That's a question worth thinking about. So that wraps up our deep dive into the world of EstateX. We encourage you to check out their website at website address and see if it's right for you. It's definitely a space to watch, and we're excited to see what the future holds for EstateX and blockchain-powered real estate investing.
It's a fascinating time to be paying attention to this intersection of technology and real estate. Who knows, maybe one day we'll all be holding a piece of that Manhattan skyscraper or Bali villa in our digital wallets.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.